When I got out of the military, at first I got hired by a company in Denver. I was going to be their chief operating officer, it was media and all this cool stuff, but it quickly went away. It just failed. And I was like, holy smokes, man, I don't have a job. I just retired, just bought a house. So I went after it on my own. And Leading Points help companies try to get into the military retail store. That's how it started.
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Van Ornum back with another edition of the Milpreneur Podcast, brought to you by Cynergists. Cynergists is your scalable operations company and helps you grow exponentially faster at a fraction of the cost. Check out Cynergist.com for more information. Today, I am here with Kevin Sullivan of Military Connect. Kevin, how are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm well, man. It's been a good day. So I'm excited to learn more about Military Connect and what you got going on there. Also, let's kind of start with the grassroots, where you got your start from in the military. You were Army Aviation, right?
Yes, I was. So I went to the University of San Francisco, entered the ROTC program there, graduated, got commissioned as aviation officer back in the day. And absolutely, I did a career and I loved it. It was fantastic for both myself and my family.
Man, that's fantastic. And like one of the things that I always kind of see with a lot of entrepreneurs is like there's the vet entrepreneurs have that structure from the military. Is that something that you feel has been like a good safety net for you? Like understanding like I know how to base myself, from what I learned in the military?
Yeah, no doubt. Structure, the way we handle business, wanting to see things through to the end, definitely I've kept that in play my entire business career. I think my expectations of the rest of the business world were that people acted that way, but that right. I was surprised that, people don't necessarily show up to a meeting when they're supposed to or look or do the right things all the time. So that's good though, because it really gives you a sense of pride in what you did during the service. So all really good. And it's been helpful to me personally.
And this kind of goes into what you're doing now. Let's discuss this with Military Connect a little bit, but being able to have like veteran-owned companies that you partner with, is that something that you look for?
Yeah, 100%. And it's kind of weird, but I think many in your audience will understand that now that I've been separated from the military, man, I have just a increased love and desire to help those that are currently serving. Man, do I love the military and what those guys and gals are doing for us every day, so we can now do whatever the hell we want, right? Right. I know when I served, there's some hard stuff that happened, stuff going on, but it was a job and I loved it. So I never looked at it from the outside lens of someone saying, thank you for your service. Hey, cool, I loved it, right? Now I want to be the first to thank every one of those guys and gals that are serving us, allowing us to do what we want to do. So I have a profound love for those serving. And, in business, if I can align with a brother or sister from the service who are trying to make it, darn it, I'm in. Just sign me up, because I'm going to try to help where I can, or ask them for help if I need it. You just have that camaraderie and fraternity that it doesn't go away. And it's even better in military business, right?
I completely agree with that, man. It's like almost like I wouldn't say instant vetting process, but man, it's close.
Yeah, it is. By darn, I'll do a deal with you tomorrow on a handshake, which used to be the old, hey, this is how we do business ethically. Now, man, you protect your well-being. If it's a military veteran who is in business, who wants help or needs help, man, a handshake gets it going. And you do have that common bond, and you're cut from the same cloth. So it feels good when you do.
Absolutely, man. Well, tell us more about Military Connect. What's it all about?
Yeah, well, I'll give you a fast-paced story of how we got to where we were. But when I retired from the military, I started a company called Leading Points, and I was dabbling in it while on active duty, right? And the goal was to teach companies how to market to the military, how to make the military consumer or a customer of yours where you trust in what they're going to do or make them an audience. So when I got out of the military, at first I got hired by a company in Denver. I was going to be their chief operating officer, it was media and all this cool stuff, but it quickly went away. It just failed. And I was like, holy smokes, man, I don't have a job. I just retired, just bought a house. I got two young kids. So I went after it on my own with this company, Leading Points. And Leading Points helped companies try to get into the military retail store. That's how it started, like AFES, the PX, the BXs. So if you had this widget, we would broker it and try to get it on the shelf, right? And then we would participate in commissions that were sold. So that's how it started. But then it grew to, okay, let's go to the brand itself and tell them how to reach out to the military and maybe create a military discounted offering, right? So I did that and I went after some bigwigs and I went after Costco to start. And Costco was huge and I said, let's go. So way back in the day, I was successful in creating the Military Costco Program. We created something unique for military members and their family if they join Costco. It wasn't a discount. It was a rotisserie chicken, a case of water, Kirkland batteries, just something as a value add. And we were given 20,000 memberships, if you will, to go live with so we could vet to see if this was right. And we were able to redeem that, believe it or not, all 20,000 of them in 3 minutes online. So I said,
Wow.
wait a second, I'm onto something here. So the ability to then take it to Costco. We went to 1-800-Flowers, to Golf Channel, to LifeLock. A lot of these brands now have military programs that we're tied to. And it may be a discount to the military, but it also may be a military hiring initiative, or it may be a military charitable program, one of those aspects of a military program. So one of the big true success stories that many of your audience know, if you ski at all, you know about the military Epic Pass, which
Yeah,
is Vail
yeah.
Resorts version. So we rolled that out with Vail in 2018, the 10th anniversary of the Epic Pass. The cool thing was Vail Mountain was founded by soldiers from the 10th Mountain Division, and we rolled out a $99 season pass, which was really, really cool to really embrace the military audience. What many people didn't know behind that was $1 of every season pass sold was given to military charities. So we brought in all the big military charities aligned with the Vail mission. And Wounded Warrior Adaptive Ski Program and Sports Program was chosen, and for $940,000 was written that year to that.
Wow.
And then the chairman and CEO felt bad about one of the runner-up charities and wrote a check for $750,000 for Operation Homefront. Okay, that's a big deal. 1.7 million as a charitable program. So now I have all these military programs out there. We said, why don't we consolidate this into a single ecosystem or platform? And that is Military Connect. So all those currently serving, all veterans, all military family members can join Military Connect for free. Come on in. We verify the end user. We have our own verification technology, just like ID Me, Share ID. I know both companies very well since day one, but we're able to do the exact same thing. We don't charge for it or anything. Come into Military Connect and grow with us is what we're asking. We have a complete ecosystem now that you can then go participate in, whether it's military tee times for golf. We have a military autos site. We have military travelers. We have military coverage, which is insurance partnered with Liberty Mutual. And like military autos is partnered with True Cars military program. But it's the idea of an ecosystem where military comes in once, verify once, and then go do the things you want to do. And included in that is resources, linkage to information from the VA or linkage to veteran service organizations or charities and all that. So we're continuing to evolve every single day, but the goal is build a platform that gets rid of all that bureaucracy on the side. Just come here and we'll help you navigate for whatever you're looking for. So that's Military Connect in a nutshell.
That is amazing. And I love what you're doing with it. It is fantastic stuff, man. So like how did you just continue to make these connections and like just continue to scale? Because like it feels like there's so many avenues that you reach now. Like how did you get into all of those?
Yeah, the Costco success when I was trying to figure out a problem, how bad, and I like to golf. So I was going, man, our MWR system and getting on and off a military golf course is tough. Wouldn't it be cool if we had military discounts? So I went to the horse, right? Golf Channel. And I sat down with them and pitched this idea of developing a tea time booking service. Bam, we ended up with military tea times, which is here today. But again, it was what things does the military market want? And it took me a while to put it into a platform scenario. I just went through and went out after the companies that made a difference to what I wanted in everyday life that I had, worried about personal security or identity theft. I went to LifeLock. It was a big name, so I went and kind of kicked in a door
That's
and it
awesome.
worked. And then once you have one success, it gives you an opportunity to kind of wear it on your sleeve, right? So
Yeah.
I wore Costco on my sleeve for a little bit, and I was talking to the senior partnership directors at 1-800-Flowers. That gave me the opportunity with Untuck It, the apparel brand, right? And it just kind of grew from there. And now then it was scattered amongst. I said, man, I have to bring this into a controlled environment, hence the single platform, Military Connect, and the ability to go out and do those things. So, and again, the Military Connect, our slogan, our motto, and you represent it, everyone, it's every day is Veterans Day,
Yeah.
right? So it's not, man, next week's Veterans Day and we're going to get 72 free meals, right? Cool. But
Yeah.
it's like, what about now leading into it or what behind it? So make it more than that. So we kind of said every day is Veterans Day. And as far as what companies can be part of Military Connect, every one of them, as long as they want to do what's right and find a way to thank and or serve the military market. And again, I'm not knocking first responders, teachers. We're only looking at the military market because that is a big enough economy itself. And again, my dad was a cop, my brother's a teacher. That has nothing to do with it. There's 30 million of us when you look at active National Guard reservists, retirees, veterans, and family members. 30 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? So we're just trying to make things a little bit more accessible.
I love
And
it, man. You're
that is a
you're
puzzle,
you're playing a
right? You
great
can make the
role.
puzzle as big as you want. Anyone can
Absolutely.
fit in there. Well,
Absolutely. You're playing a great role in
I'm
this
also
whole
the guy
time.
that now I love it, and I'm also the guy that goes down to Fort Carson, which is down the road from us, and I will talk to those soldiers, very young soldiers transitioning out that want to be their own boss, and I literally go down there and teach them what not to do in business because I've done it. I've totally stepped on it 72,000 times. I really have like, oh man, I shouldn't have done it that way. But I've learned from it. And now I put a lot more smart people around me and tell all these kids and young people with entrepreneurial desire to build it in the garage, man. Take care of your family, take care of your house, keep that dream alive, but build it in the garage and protect the day to day. Because I didn't do it. And I'm like, man, there's a better way to it. But we love what we're doing. And like I said, every possible business out there can have a military program, even if it's hiring a veteran or because you did something well and successful giving back to a military charity or any combination in between. So it's work I love to do. So it will continue to grow, and we want everyone in your audience to join Military Connect. Like I said, it's free, but just grow with us. Understand there's a lot of cool stuff coming. All right.
Fantastic, man. Well, I'm so excited to see where you're continuing to grow and everything like that, man. It's really cool stuff.
No, like I said, I absolutely love the military. The time away is challenging to everyone. We've been there, done that, and we owe a great bit of gratitude and just thanks to those that are currently picking up the mission during difficult times, right?
Oh
It may
yeah,
not be everything difficult as it was like deployment, but man, your mission and what's going on in the world and what's going on at home, it takes a very special person, and we owe a lot of gratitude their way.
absolutely. One of the things that we do on this podcast is to kind of get to know the founder at a little personal level. Are you up for a little rapid fire questioning?
Wide open, go for it.
All right, man. So, do you have like a favorite book that you're reading right now?
Oh man, I have to say it's a book. It's called Let Them, and it's only because my wife threw it in my lap.
Yeah.
And it's people who haven't done it, do a little homework on it or look at it and read it. It's about, I don't want to get into the thing. You have to read it, but it's about letting people just do. Don't get wrapped up in other people's why they're doing things. Don't make it your
Yeah.
angst, right? Oh,
Mel
let them.
Robbins.
Yeah, exactly right. So you know that. And my, I don't know why, but she handed it to me and like, go for it. I was reading it on the plane just the other day.
Love it. Do you have a bucket list travel spot you still want to go to?
Yeah, and this is kind of a edged scenario. First of all, I haven't been to anywhere in China. So yes, I want to go to China and see the Great Wall and do that as a cool thing. But I got to step through, and I say less than 24 hours to Croatia, or not Croatia, to Prague. I'm sorry. And I was enamored. I didn't get to see enough of it, but I said, I'm going to grab my wife and we're going to go over there and spend a lot of time and try to take that in. And so uniqueness on the China side, stepping in the room and not for long enough would be Prague for me.
I love it. If you had a superpower, what would the one superpower be?
Oh, I guess go back in time maybe. And the
Time
reason
traveler.
I know you don't want, yeah, I think so because I'd like to undo some of the things that I know were not right. And I would like to be able to balance the big things that we know are just wrong in the world, right? And a lot of it just comes with people's perspective of how to treat others. So to try to, and I'm not talking about going back and buying a crap load of Bitcoin. I'm just talking about being able to make an impact on some of the things, right?
Sure.
So I think time travel would be kind of cool.
Awesome. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Super early bird. I am out of the bed and I got over here, I got a little walking treadmill where I'm doing my emails on, and that usually starts somewhere between 4:30 and 5 a.m.
Nice. What's one skill that the military didn't teach you that you had to learn really fast and then running your own business?
I would say I didn't appreciate patience as much as I did. I think military was pretty go, 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 adapting to other people's schedules and adapting to other personalities and looking at it from call it an even rank, right? We're all the same. We're very structured in the military.
Yeah.
And like it or not, sometimes I'm told what to do and how I'm going to do it. And in this scenario, in business, you have to listen first,
Right.
speak much later. Take it all in, get an opportunity to appreciate someone else's perspective, and then come back to the table. Well, I don't think we did that a lot in the military because we're 90% go, right?
Right.
Yes, you have plans in that, and yes, we adapted to change, but when you're structured from methodical or a day-to-day operation, you just got to appreciate other people's approach. It's not all XY.
Love it, man. Do
Yeah.
you have like a favorite cheat meal?
Oh man, that's an impossible one for me. I know. Man, what's yours?
My go-to is like a meat lover's calzone.
Oh, yeah. See, my wife's a phenomenal cook. And I'm kind of the guy that grew up not liking his vegetables too much
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
that. But now I've become a little bit more experienced and we'll try things. But there is a burger in every state. Every time I stop off somewhere, I'm going to try their burger, right?
I
And
love it.
I have a burger bucket list, and I have my daughters and wife that roll their eyes every time we sit down somewhere, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take the burger. So
I love it. I love it. Do you have like a playlist that you use on your workout?
There is a lot of U2 in
Nice.
my, yeah, I like that. I'm a classic rock station type of guy. So, classic rock, it's not necessarily a playlist. It's usually a classic rock station or something U2 driven
Sure.
from, but I like it. I just got back, though. I'll tell you one that keeps me coming back. I went down to Las Vegas to the Sphere and got a chance to see the Eagles live.
Nice.
And when I say it was fantastic, that's an understatement above all, but classic rock through and through.
Very cool. Well, you made it through the rapid fire questioning unscathed. Well done, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. If talking about time travel a little earlier, if you could go back and time travel back and meet your younger version before you went in the military, what's that one piece of advice you'd give yourself?
Spend as much time with family and loved ones because that is limited. It was in my life, unfortunately, but my father passed away. He was 60 years old while I was in the military. And if I could go back and listen better and learn better, because he's still an instrumental person to me in my everyday life, but he's been gone 20 years, right? So I would go back and really appreciate the moment.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Now, conversely, where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
I'm hopeful that Military Connect will be in a place where, I get to advise and watch a lot of super talented veterans run Military Connect and continue to grow it. But it will be family first. I'm here in Colorado. I love it. My wife and I love to travel. So we think that will be in a position. And hopefully I'm advising the team at Military Connect, and Military Connect is a household name to all military members and their families.
I love it, man. Well, if people are interested in your services, they want to check out your website, where do they go to, man?
Yeah, just go to militaryconnect.com and not rocket science between my email. It's Sullivan, my last name, Sullivan at militaryconnect.com. Drop me an email and I'll get back to you. 100% I'll get back to you. And like I said, if you have a military program or if you don't have a military program and want to stand one up, we'll help. If you have a resource or need help with anything, we'll do the best we can to help you. So, but Military Connect, reach out there. I have a team of folks that we're not a big team either. I mean, there's 7 of us literally, and we're growing these very large scale programs, but we do so through partnership. So you'll see Military RX. We just announced literally kind of today, and that's a partnership with GoodRx.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So when it comes to military coverage, we're aligned with Liberty Mutual. We're aligning with big name companies that really want to make an impact on the military market. But just go to, like I said, militaryconnect.com. There's a support team there. They'll get me a question or write to me directly, Sullivan at Military Connect. I'm on LinkedIn. Send me a message there, whatever you need.
Kevin, it's been absolutely an honor to have you on the Milpreneur Podcast today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Really appreciate your time.
And thanks for what you're doing. You literally highlight so many cool opportunities, ventures, businesses, and that in itself is invaluable to what we collectively do behind the military, right? So keep doing what you're doing. It's absolutely part of Military Connect moving forward. We're going to figure that piece of it out and go from there. But no, I really appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Well, once again, I'm Ryan Van Ornum signing off for the Milpreneur Podcast today. And everyone out there, until the next time, stay blessed, everyone. Take care.